I'm back. It's your boy Brent, the ordinary man, the ordinary man. And yes, today I don't have my shirt on. I don't have it on today. And the reason why is this. I went to a mixer today. I actually dressed to success to go networking, go meet some new people and everything. And it was an amazing experience, an amazing spirit. But that's not really what I want to talk to you about today. Today, I want to speak on why you see me doing so many different businesses. Well, first of all, I'm an entrepreneur by heart. And I want to just take you back to my childhood days when I first got introduced to selling stuff. It started in elementary school. When I was growing up in the 80s, going to school and stuff, we had to sell candy. And it was the world's finest chocolate, be exact. And I remember when I was selling, boxes of candy, most people, you give your box of candy to your mom and she takes it to work and goes sell it. Well, when I was growing up, we knocked on doors and we say, hi, you would like to buy some candy, blah, blah, blah. And all the kids were doing the same thing. So you had some people who were go-getters that knocked on doors like myself. And then you had some people that gave their box of candy to their parents and they took it to work. Well, I did both. My mom took a box of candy to work and I went knocking on doors. Well, you gotta understand this, that there's other students that's knocking on doors too. So you had to be creative to get them to buy. And you'll get to a house and they would say something like, oh, I just brought some candy. I said, well, you didn't buy my candy. You had to have some type of way to get them to buy your candy. Well, anyway, that was my first introductory to being a salesman. Then I morphed into selling seeds, like flowers and vegetable seeds where you can create your own garden. And then I won a fishing kit where I got fishing tackle box with lures in it. And I got fishing pole and I got a carrying case. All that came because I sold so many cases of seeds. So then it came to a point where I learned how to collect bottles and cans. And then I took those cans and cashed them in. The bottles, you got 10 cents a bottle. So I would go to the local market that gave you 10 cents per bottle. The cans, it works by poundage. I can't remember how much I got, but I know I used to ride my bike. I have a bag over here, a trash bag over here, and I would ride to the recycle thing, and they gave me money. So then I got old enough to start using lawnmowers. And then when I started cutting my yard, my mom would rent a lawnmower, and then while I'm cutting the yard, they would go knock to my mom and say, hey, is it okay if your son cut my grass? And I'll pay him. So I started making money that way. So here it is, an elementary kid is learning how to be an entrepreneur at the youngest age. I say about the 6th grade, I was already saving money and learning how to bring in my own money because my mom always said she was broke. So let's go to junior high school. Junior high school, I pretty much had a lawn care business. I was probably doing over 10 yards in my neighborhood. That's how powerful I was as a kid. And then I learned how to cut hair. I taught myself how to cut hair. I started cutting back then, the bowl haircut was in. They didn't have it faded out. So I would cut people's hair and make the little bowl haircuts with the part in the middle like Mike Tyson and all that stuff. So, as crazy as it sounds, I was doing that when I was a kid. Now, let's look at me as an adult, okay? As an adult, I always cut hair, okay? Even when I was in the military, I was cutting somebody's hair, making money, cutting hair. So I always had some type of side hustle. And I want you to ask yourself this. Do you have a side hustle? And the reason why I ask that is because, honestly, in my humble opinion, you cannot make it in this world without having some type of side hustle. I mean, unless you have a good job or whatever, but think about it. Pretty much the average house is living paycheck to paycheck. Let's be real. Where am I going with this? I'm just saying that I always had a side hustle because I like to have nice things. And my goal, my biggest goal, I want to be wealthy. And not by wealth to be a selfish reasons. I love helping people. So let's get back to the ordinary man. What it says, inform, educate, enhance. No, I don't have my shirt on. But I want you to understand, when you look on the back of my shirt, it says how, mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically. So the businesses that you see me get in, and if you go down my timeline on my Facebook, and probably in the past 10 years, I've probably been to 5 different businesses. Why? Because I saw a benefit to help others. So let's go down that memory lane if you've been following me on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. Let's talk about that. So my first business that I had been in was Amway. So that's when you brought things in bulk and you were able to get points and you got paid for getting other people in, and it's like referral, whatever. Well, Amway was good, but Amway taught me the mindset because their training platform was awesome. I read Book of the Month. I always stay current with the Book of the Month. So if they said Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon, How to Influence People, and all this stuff, and the 4 pillars. I've been read so many books. I got a library upstairs. So I pretty much got my master's degree to be with Amway, and so to test the fact that being in a multi-level marketing business or a network marketing business, to learn the information I learned, I pretty much paid to get my master's degree in business. So then the next business that I went to right after I left Amway, I went to Fortune High Tech Marketing. And Fortune High Tech Marketing was basically get discounts on your bills, like your cable bill, your alarm bill. If you got those things, you were able to get paid for getting a percentage off the bills. Well, that company folded. So the next company that I went to was SolarBay. And SolarBay was a cell phone company. It was a prepaid cell phone company where you get an unlocked phone and you actually got your phone for $49 a month. Now, at the time when SolarBay came out, the average phone bill was $100. So here it is, for an unlimited plan, you had to pay $100 a month. When SolarBay came out, you got the same thing, unlimited data, unlimited talk and text for $49.99. Now, the cool thing about it, if you refer 3 people, you got your phone bill for free. That's why I got into that business. I wanted to help people to save on their cell phone bill. Well, that business folded. So it's not that me switching the business folded. So Fortune High Tech folded and SolarBay folded. Now, Amway has stayed consistent. They're still a big company. But the problem was with Amway, to me, the products were too expensive. So that's why I left Amway. So now, the next place I went in is went from SolarBay, and then I believe I went into Herbalife or Body by Vi. I can't remember which one I did, but I know I went to Herbalife, then I went to Body by Vi. I did. Well, the reason why I joined Herbalife because I wanted to support a friend that supported me in SolarBay. See, what are you learning about me? I'm not doing these business just for me. I'm doing these businesses to help out other people. I'm a people's person. I love helping people. So if you are my family, friend, associate, supporter, follower, or fan, or in the future, I want you to understand that when you see me join these different businesses, it's not about me. So once I went to Herbalife to Body by Vi, guess the next thing I did? So I did credit. Why did I do credit? To help out my clients when I was doing their hair. Majority of the time when I'm cutting hair, I'm either informing, educating, and enhancing. Well, I'm hearing people talk about I can't get a car, I can't buy a house, I can't get qualified for a apartment. Why? Because they got bad credit. Well, why is the schools are not teaching you about credit? You tell me, unless you went to a magnet school or you went to a class, a math class, or somebody that really cared about, they told you about your credit. But technically, no, you don't learn about credit. The funny thing about it, when people don't understand, and just think about this: if you went to college, if you went to junior college, check this out, which is community college here in San Antonio. You're 18, you graduate from high school. When you get on that campus, they give you a credit card. They give you a credit. They try to say, hey, you need it for school books. Now check this out. You're 18 years old, and most of the time, an 18-year-old don't even have a job. But they'll give you a credit card so you can get your school books. But guess what the kids do? They don't go buy school books. Not all of them. Some of them go buy Jordans, they go buy Xbox, they go buy PlayStation. Some of the girls go buy a Coach bag, go buy an iPhone, they go buy a Galaxy phone, whatever. They don't buy the books that they're supposed to be. Now check this out. How are they going to make the payment if they don't have a job? Because they're full-time in school. Think about it. But check this out. You'll have that same 18-year-old, and check this out, that same 18-year-old that's not enrolled in school, but he chooses to get a job with McDonald's. But then he goes to the financial institute and asks them, hey, can I get a credit card? They tell him no. Think about that. This happens for real, y'all. Check what I'm saying. You said, Brent, where are you going with this? This is where I'm going with it. You are in a system, or you are supporting a system. We are all taught in the system. Go to school, get a good education, and get a good job. But check this out. The system is slanted. It's what's the best word? It's tainted. Because you go to school to get a good education, get a job. But check this out. The IRS takes out about 35% off your check right off the gate. So let's say, for sake of argument, you make $1,000 a month. Okay, the IRS takes 35% off. That's $350 out of your check. So you only bring in $650 a month. Okay, check out the math. You bring in $650 a month. Now, if you go to church, if the IRS, you pay Medicare, all your benefits and everything, take out 35%, and you go to church, you now got to pay tithe, right? That's 45% of your check. So that leaves you with how much? 55% of your check. So that's $450 out of your check. Check this out. $450 out of your check is already gone, allocated to church and the IRS. Now check this out. Now you only live off of $550. You see where I'm going with that? It's already slanted. So people are trying to understand, why people go get extra jobs, a part-time job. Now let's go back to, so you had two kids. You had one kid that worked at McDonald's, and he graduated from high school, got McDonald's, but he can't get no credit card. But then you have another kid that's enrolled full-time in school, and he or she doesn't have a job, but she can get a credit card. Now, what's the other thing that happens when you go to college? You get loans. You get debt. The whole thing is, you go to college, you're going to get debt. You get a loan, you get student loans, some people go financial aid. But check this out. When you get those credit cards, you start to create debt. Now, if you get student loans, let's say you went to college for 4 years and you get a student loan, and school costs $100,000 to go to that university. Because as you know, the schools are getting more and more and more expensive. And why? Because they want you to be a debt to the system. Now check this out. The IRS already takes, and we're going to go back to that model of $1,000. The IRS already takes out takes out 35%. Then you go to church, you take out 45%, because you got to give church 10%. That's 45%. That leaves you with $550. And you only make $1,000 a month. If you have student loans, let's say they take that student loan and the payment's $100 a month. You graduate from high school, you graduate from college, and now that you take that $100 that you had to pay for your student loan, that leaves you with $450 a month. You gotta pay your cell phone bill. That's $100. Now you got $350. You don't even have enough money to rent an apartment. You see what I'm trying to show you? The system is broke. So you're asking me, Brim, why are you doing so many different businesses? Well, I am an entrepreneur by heart, and I love helping people. So that's why I'm now with Sendout's Card. Now, I still do credit. Now, let's go back. So I talked about, Amway, then I went to Fortune High Tech Marketing, then I went to Herbalife, then I went from Herbalife to, I went to SolarBay, Herbalife, then Body by Vi, then FES, the fixed credit. I still fix credit. Now, why do I fix credit? Because when I was doing hair, and when I do hair, I hear people complain they can't get qualified stuff because they have bad credit, because they don't teach you that in school. So I wanted to be a way to help my clients. That's why I became FA. And I'm still helping people fix the credit. And I love the stories to hear somebody first get their first brand new car. I love the stories where they first get their first home. I done helped several people get their first home because I helped them fix their credit, increase their credit score. Ain't that amazing? So now you're going to ask me, okay, what about the Sendout Card? Well, I want to thank people and show people appreciation, the people that's been loyal to me I've been cutting their hair for many years. I like to show appreciation to people that, follow me on Facebook. I like to show people that stay with my friends for many years. So I want to give a shout out to my boy, Matt. This all started with Sendout Card, started with this guy here. And the backstory is this. Matt came to do an estimate on my house for a roof. And he literally said, hey, man, I want to take a picture. I'm going to send you something in the mail. I wasn't knowing what it was. But Matt works for this company here. And he fixed my roof. Now, I didn't know Matt that well, so I went and got other estimates. But 4 days later, I got this in the mail. Who do you think I got to put my roof on? It's Matt. But just look at the quality of this stuff. And here's another one that he made. And you can't get this. This right here, this card is only $3.75. And I'm just showing you. You can go to it's more personal. It's more quality. They mail it off to you. And here's one. Check this out. This is just a game changer. This is an 8x10. Look at the pictures of this. You pretty much, I don't know. I don't know even what to say with y'all. It's just, it only makes sense. The world is already a bad place, and I just love the way when you send somebody a card, it lightens up their day, or it gives them, allow people to understand that I appreciate them, or I was thinking about them. The question is this: when's the last time you made somebody smile? When's the last time you asked somebody, you sent somebody a card to make them cry, or just, let them know that they're not alone in the world. Man, people are killing themselves. People are doing drugs. People are just having bad days. People are losing their jobs. It's so many crazy things that's going on in this world. People getting shot. I mean, you just seen what happened in El Paso and happened in Midland, Texas. I mean, it's so much chaos out there, man. I just want to do something good. So, why am I saying all this? The bottom line, I want you to understand. I'm doing all these businesses. Everybody thinks, oh, brand's about money. No, brand's about helping people. And I want to make the world a better place. And why did I say I'm going to be a multi-millionaire? Because I got something brewing. I just can't tell nobody right now. But when it happens, all my friends and all of my family members are going to be sitting there and be like, dang, I should have listened to this guy. And I'm going to be honest, and I want this to be on record today. When I become a multi-millionaire, I don't want you to say I changed. I don't want you to say, okay, if I have to cut you off, don't take it personal. Just know that I have to be guarded because my lifestyle changed. So I want this to be on record to let y'all understand. I'm ordinary now, but I will be extraordinary. And sometimes when you become extraordinary, you gotta upgrade your friends. You gotta upgrade your family members. Sometimes you gotta shut away, you gotta push away some of your family members. Because the same way I had to work hard to do it, you're gonna have to figure it out too. All these different businesses, and FES, Financial Education Service, was an awesome training platform. They had the FES Academy, which was amazing, a phenomenal training platform. I learned so much. So between Amway and FES, dude, I know I got my master's degree in business. So I just challenge people this. And even with Sendouts Card, they got a phenomenal training platform. Cody Bateman, oh my God. That guy, the owner, the founder of Sendouts Card, amazing. Jordan Adler, the #1 earner of Sendouts Card, amazing. When it comes out to teaching and training and stuff like that. All I'm saying, if you want to better yourself mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, you got to be part of these one of these businesses, man, because they have a training platform that helps you grow mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically. So I want y'all to understand, in closing, I want you to understand this. When you see me advertise stuff on Facebook, it's not to offend you. Excuse me. I'm not trying to be annoying. I'm just trying to help y'all out. Because either A, you done told me you always thought about having your own business, or B, you might say, hey man, I need to make extra money. C, it might be, hey, man, I wish I had what you had, or man, I wish I didn't have to work. I wish I would have to. You got to have a side hustle. I just gave you the picture. The system is broken. The system is slated, or whatever you want to call it. It's not fair. The system is not for you to be ahead. The system is for you to be dependent on a system. It's not right. And you don't understand. Think about it. I guess you're going to call this a rant, but check this out. When do you get paid? You get paid on Friday, typically, right? When do you go to church? On Sunday. They already take out 35% when you get your check, okay? And then you go to church on Sunday, they take out the 10%. That's 45% of your check is gone. Now, the only time the 10% at the church benefits you is if you own a house. Now check this out. Because now, at the end of the year, you can say, I gave money to this church. And then you can deduct it from your taxes. But you gotta own something. You gotta show that y'all don't understand this, man. I'm just trying to tell you. Brenton Williams here? I'm not normal, and I'm trying to help y'all to put y'all on game about life. And I want you to understand, the reason why I've done so many businesses is because I'm trying to help and help others. It's not about me. Yes, it comes about me because I do make money, but the thing is, why you get mad at me because I make money? But you don't get mad at Walmart. You don't get mad at the malls. You don't get mad at T-Mobile or at AT&T or Verizon. Y'all don't get mad at them. But, or you go to McDonald's, Popeyes, Church's Chicken. Y'all don't get mad at them. They make money off y'all. But then here it is. I'm trying to help you to better your life. And I'm a bad guy. Something to think about. So, Brent, why would you make this video? I just want to put it on record. I want to put it on record because once I become a multi-millionaire, you're going to be saying, he been saying it. And so you can't get mad at me when my phone number changed or my address, my zip code changed, or you don't see me on Facebook. No, I don't know. I just don't want you to be mad because I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help you to grow mentally, spiritually, financially, physically. How I'm informing, educating, enhancing. I'm trying to tell. And I would love to take y'all with me as I grow. But the problem is, y'all like crabs in the buckets. Y'all want to, hey, I want to get out of here. But you don't want to do nothing about it. You just talk. I'm not a talker. I'm take action. And that's what makes me different from everybody else. See, you can sit up there and say, I hope for something. I hope. Man, one day I hope I'll be this. You can hope all day. But you got faith in, man. And that's what makes me so powerful. I take action, man. I go after my dreams. You should too. I think I'm going to stop there. So, call it a rant, call it whatever, but I just wanted to give you a history why I've been in so many businesses. And what's about to be unveiled real soon, y'all, it's gonna blow your mind. Y'all gonna be like, whoa. So I'm gonna end with that. Ordinary Man signing off. Goodbye.